Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Last week Hearthstone's Twist New Age format did eventually get a balance patch in the form of some bans, because Refreshing Springwater, Crypt Keeper and Glide were banned from this season of Twist. But how have these bans affected the meta? What are now the best decks? Let's take a look. Coming in at number 6 we have Blood Death Knight. Yes, there are quite a few aggressive decks in Twist, but Blood Death Knight has the combination of defensive tools, healing and life gain, and some disruption, which is quite unique to Twist because Twist doesn't have a lot of disruption in its current format, so patchwork just destroying some wing conditions can really be a way to go. And Blood Death Knight has been surprisingly strong after the nerfs. And the 5th best deck in the current format is Aggro Druid. The nerf to Crypt Keeper meant that the hero power druid, the quest druid, it kind of died. It's still somewhat playable, but it's not even the best druid deck anymore. Aggro Druid has replaced it. And Aggro Druid composting draws cards, then you have Oracle of Elune, which you can combine with Umbral Owl, which you can combine with Frostsaber Matriarch, you have Arbor up back, which isn't available in Standard anymore, so you can just go to the face a lot with this one. And at number 4 we have a complete newcomer to Twist that was not really present in the meta at all before the bans. It's Imp Warlock. And what's really curious about Imp Warlock is this card, Grave Defiler, battlecry copy a Fel spell in your hand. So it can copy spells like Crescendo or Fiendish Circle, and it has proven to be surprisingly strong. It's a card that never has really seen play in any format before this, but now in this Twist pure New Age format, Grave Defiler goes well into Imp Warlock. But would you believe that the 3rd best deck in the Twist format right now is actually just a standard deck? Yes, Pure Paladin. You can take your Pure Paladin deck from Standard, you can take that, come play some Twist and do really well. There are some minor differences, like the Purator is insanely strong in Twist right now, but then again the Countess, for example, Countess is a little bit weaker compared to her performance in Standard format, but still sometimes those legendary minions can also win you some Twist games. And as a surprise to absolutely no one, Quest Shaman remains a powerful deck in Twist. Quest Shaman is one of the original top 4 decks and the only one of the original top 4 decks that was not nerfed at all. And currently Quest Shaman is the 2nd best deck in the game, just making good use of those overload cards, the doubled up spells and charged call, giving you exactly what you want when you want it because of the small pool of high cost minions. But the best deck in the Twist format remains Quest Demon Hunter. Quest Demon Hunter recoiled a little bit after the ban, losing Glide, then a little bit of rethinking, okay, how is this deck going to be built, how is Glide going to be replaced, and once that was solved, then boom, Quest Demon Hunter has become a dominant force yet again. You philosophy, make some copies of your Ironbound Brutes, you have your Glaivetar, which is going to draw insane quantities of cards, and then you just draw cards and brute up your opponents, and that's Quest Demon Hunter, still the best deck in Twist even after the ban of Glide. So looking back at the bans and their effect on the metagame. Before the bans, Twist was a game of 4 decks basically. There was the Drakefire Amulet Mage, the Quest Druid, Quest Demon Hunter and Quest Shaman. Quest Shaman was not nerfed, it continues to be a great deck. Quest Demon Hunter, well, they did lose to Glide, but they are still the best deck in the game. Druid was replaced by Aggro Druid, which was already kind of bubbling under, but wasn't as strong as the Quest Druid before, but now without the taunt minion, without the defensive abilities, Quest Druid has declined a little bit. And Mage actually took the biggest hit with Refreshing Springwater, not being able to get to their combo reliably enough anymore, also faced down by lots of aggro decks, and then boom, stuff just happens. There are also some playable decks outside of this top 6, although this top 6 just seems far superior for climbing. We're talking about decks like Frost Death Knight, for example. We're talking about decks like Face Hunter. My budget Face Hunter deck actually has enough games to have its first statistics available, and it's doing okay. I mean, it's not as good as these 6 decks, but it's a playable deck, so I'm pretty happy about that. Nonetheless, if you really want to climb in Twist, then these 6 decks are your best options. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.